Good day everyone. I am Dr. Yang. I want to talk about something every single one of us has experienced, something that, while common, can drain our energy, disrupt our lives, and leave us feeling miserable. I'm talking about the common cold and that persistent, nagging cough that seems to take up residence in our chests and throats, especially as the seasons change. We live in an age of instant gratification. We want a solution, and we want it now. So, at the first sign of a sniffle or a tickle in the throat, our first instinct is often to rush to the pharmacy. Now, let me be perfectly clear, modern medicine is a magnificent achievement. There is a time and a place for over-the-counter syrups and pills, and you should always, without exception, consult a doctor for severe or persistent symptoms. But I am here today to suggest that we have, in our rush towards the synthetic, somewhat forgotten the profound wisdom of our grandmothers and the powerful, gentle arsenal that nature provides, often waiting right in our own kitchens. For thousands of years, before the advent of modern pharmaceuticals, humanity relied on simple, home-based remedies to navigate illness. These are not old wives' tales, though some may dismiss them as such. These are time-tested, gentle supportive measures that work in harmony with your body's own incredible healing mechanisms. They don't just suppress symptoms, they support your immune system, they provide comfort, and they help create an internal environment where the virus finds it difficult to thrive. This speech is a call to remember that wisdom. It is a guide to building your own first line of defense, a toolkit of simple, effective, and safe strategies to help you and your family find relief and recovery from the common cold and cough. Let's begin by understanding our opponent. The common cold is a viral infection, primarily affecting your upper respiratory tract, your nose and throat. There are over 200 different viruses that can cause a cold, which is why we can catch them again and again. A cough, meanwhile, is not an illness in itself, it is a reflex. It is your body's intelligent way of clearing your airways of irritants, like mucus, or postnasal drip caused by that cold. So, when we talk about remedies, we are talking about two key goals: supporting your body's fight against the virus, and soothing the symptoms, like cough and congestion, that cause so much discomfort. The single most important remedy, the absolute cornerstone of recovery from any viral illness, is also the simplest: hydration. When you have a cold, your body is working overtime. It is producing more mucus, it is fighting a battle at a cellular level, and it often has a slight fever, which increases fluid loss. Dehydration thickens mucus, making it sticky, difficult to expel, and a perfect breeding ground for bacteria. This thick mucus can block your sinuses, leading to sinus pressure and headaches, and drip down the back of your throat, triggering or worsening that cough. So, what should you drink? Pure, clean water is your best friend. Sip it consistently throughout the day, don't wait until you feel thirsty. Herbal teas are magnificent. A simple cup of warm peppermint or chamomile tea can be incredibly soothing. But the true champion of hydration during a cold is the humble warm water with lemon and honey. The warmth is comforting to the throat, the lemon provides a dose of vitamin C and can help thin mucus, and the honey, well, honey is a gift from nature we will discuss in great detail shortly. The key is to avoid dehydrating beverages like coffee, caffeinated tea, and alcohol, which can actually worsen your condition. Now, let's talk about that cough. A cough can be exhausting. It can rob you of sleep, make your chest and abdominal muscles sore, and leave your throat raw and inflamed. This is where one of the most delicious and effective remedies comes into play: honey. For centuries, honey has been used to soothe sore throats and quiet coughs. And modern science backs this up. Research has shown that for children over the age of 1 and for adults, a spoonful of honey can be as effective, if not more effective, than some over-the-counter cough suppressants. How does it work? Honey is a natural humectant, meaning it helps retain moisture. It coats the irritated lining of the throat, forming a protective film that reduces the tickling sensation that triggers the cough reflex. Its natural antimicrobial properties may also offer a slight assist in keeping secondary infections at bay. A simple teaspoon of raw, local honey, taken straight, can provide hours of relief. You can stir it into your warm water with lemon, or into a gentle herbal tea like chamomile. Please remember, honey should never be given to infants under 1 year of age due to the risk of infant botulism. While honey addresses the throat, we must also address the source of many coughs, congestion in the chest and sinuses. For this, we turn to steam inhalation. Inhaling warm, moist air is one of the most immediate ways to find relief from nasal congestion and a tight chest. The moisture helps to loosen thick, stubborn mucus, making it easier to cough up or blow out. The simplest method is to lean over a bowl of hot water, place a towel over your head to create a tent, and breathe deeply for 5 to 10 minutes. But we can elevate this simple remedy. Adding a few drops of certain essential oils can transform a steam inhalation into a powerful decongestant and antimicrobial treatment. Eucalyptus oil is the star here. Its active component, eucalyptol, is a natural decongestant. It works by breaking down mucus and also has antibacterial properties. Peppermint oil, with its active ingredient menthol, creates a cooling sensation that can help open up congested airways. A word of caution, essential oils are potent. Always use just a few drops, and be careful to keep your eyes closed during the inhalation. If you have asthma or sensitive skin, proceed with caution. For an even simpler, and completely safe, alternative, a long, hot shower can work wonders. The steam from the shower will help loosen congestion, and the warm water can ease the body aches that often accompany a cold. Speaking of easing aches and boosting the immune system, we must pay homage to what is perhaps the most famous cold remedy in the world, chicken soup. This is not just a comforting myth, there is real science behind why a warm bowl of chicken soup makes you feel better. Firstly, the warm broth helps with hydration and soothes the throat. Secondly, the steam from the soup helps to clear nasal passages. But the magic goes deeper. Research suggests that chicken soup may contain substances with mild anti-inflammatory effects that can inhibit the movement of neutrophils, the white blood cells that contribute to the inflammation associated with cold symptoms. The vegetables, carrots, celery, onions, provide a range of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. The chicken itself provides protein, which is essential for building immune cells. And perhaps most importantly, it is nourishing, easy to digest, and provides a profound sense of comfort and care, which in itself is a powerful medicine. Let's now focus on a remedy that is particularly effective for a sore, scratchy throat, saltwater gargle. This is as simple as it gets, yet incredibly effective. Mix half a teaspoon of salt in a glass of warm water. Gargle with this solution for 30 seconds, then spit it out. The mechanism is based on osmosis. The salt water has a higher salt concentration than the fluid in the inflamed tissues of your throat. This draws the excess fluid out of the tissues, reducing the swelling and inflammation that cause the pain. It also helps to flush out irritants and thin mucus. It's a gentle, safe, and remarkably effective way to find temporary relief several times a day. We cannot talk about immune support without discussing the power of certain spices and roots. Let's start with ginger. Ginger is a powerhouse. It has been used for millennia in various medicinal traditions for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. For a cold and cough, ginger is excellent. It can help soothe a sore throat, suppress the cough reflex, and it has warming properties that can help if you are feeling chilly. You can make a simple ginger tea by steeping a few thin slices of fresh ginger root in hot water for several minutes. Add a teaspoon of honey and a squeeze of lemon, and you have a potent, healing elixir. Then there is garlic. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, which has potent antimicrobial properties. While it may not prevent a viral cold, incorporating garlic into your diet when you are sick can provide an immune boost. The best way to access allicin is to crush or chop fresh garlic and allow it to sit for a few minutes before using it. You can add it to your chicken soup, or, for the brave, swallow a small, crushed clove with a spoonful of honey to make it more palatable. And we must not forget turmeric. This vibrant yellow spice, a staple of Indian cuisine, contains curcumin, a compound with strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. A warm glass of milk, or a dairy-free alternative like almond milk, with a teaspoon of turmeric stirred in, often called golden milk, is a traditional remedy for soothing inflammation, easing a cough, and promoting restful sleep. Another critical aspect of recovery is one we often neglect in our busy lives: rest. When you are sick, your body is sending you a clear and urgent message: slow down. Pushing through a cold, continuing to work, and not getting adequate sleep is one of the worst things you can do. It prolongs the illness and increases the risk of complications. Sleep is when your body does its most intensive repair work. Your immune system releases proteins called cytokines, which are crucial for fighting infection and inflammation. By allowing yourself to rest, you are not being lazy, you are actively participating in your own healing process. Create a restful environment. Keep the room cool and well ventilated. Use an extra pillow to prop up your head at night. This can significantly reduce postnasal drip and ease a nighttime cough. Humidity in your environment is also important, especially during the winter months when indoor heating systems dry out the air. Dry air can exacerbate a sore throat and make a cough more persistent. Using a cool mist humidifier in your bedroom at night can add moisture to the air, soothing your airways and helping you sleep more comfortably. If you don't have a humidifier, simply placing a bowl of water near a heat source can help, or spending some time in a steamy bathroom. Finally, let's talk about what you eat. When you have a cold, your appetite may diminish. This is a natural response. Your body is directing energy towards fighting the infection rather than digesting a heavy meal. Listen to your body. Focus on easy-to-digest, nourishing foods. Broths, soups, steamed vegetables, and fruits are ideal. Avoid sugary foods and processed foods, as sugar can temporarily suppress the activity of white blood cells that help fight infection. Foods rich in vitamin C, like oranges, kiwis, bell peppers, and berries, can provide support, though megadosing on supplements is unlikely to shorten a cold that has already started. It's better to get your nutrients from whole foods. Now, a word of profound importance. While these home remedies are gentle and supportive, they are not a substitute for professional medical advice. You must be able to recognize when it is time to see a doctor. If your symptoms are severe, if you have a high fever that persists for more than a couple of days, if you experience shortness of breath, chest pain, or if your cough lasts for more than 3 weeks, please, do not hesitate to seek medical attention. These could be signs of a more serious condition, such as the flu, bronchitis, or pneumonia. These remedies are for the common cold and minor coughs. Your health is paramount. So, my friends, what have we learned? We have revisited a pharmacy that exists not in a store, but in our own homes. We have learned that a spoonful of honey, a cup of ginger tea, a bowl of steam, a warm soup, and the courage to truly rest are not simple old-fashioned ideas. They are powerful acts of self-care. They are ways of honoring the innate intelligence of our bodies and supporting them with the gentle, effective tools that nature provides. This knowledge is not meant to be kept secret. It is a legacy of wellness that we must pass on. In a world that can often feel complex and overwhelming, There is profound comfort in knowing that we have agency over our own well-being, that we can take simple, immediate steps to comfort ourselves and our loved ones when illness strikes. This is why I am asking for your help today. If you found this information valuable, if you believe that this knowledge of simple, accessible home remedies could help a friend, a family member, a neighbor, then please, share this message. Talk about it over the fence. Send a text to a loved one who is feeling under the weather. Share this speech on your social media channels. Let's start a conversation about returning to these simple, powerful practices. Let's build a community that values proactive, natural health. Your subscription to channels and pages that promote this kind of sensible health information, your likes, and most importantly, your shares, are what allow this vital knowledge to spread. They turn a single speech into a movement towards greater well-being for everyone. Thank you for your time, for your openness, and for your commitment to your health and the health of those around you. Take care of yourselves, and take care of each other.